Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Springwell's Yard. Today, we are going to do a different kind of video for all the bookworms out there. Today, we are going to discuss books, different kinds of books for anyone who loves reading about trains. So, let's start with the first one on the list, which is British Rail by Christian Walmar. So, this book is a Bible for anyone who wants to understand how the railways evolved in the UK, starting from the Big Four era, how different political environments led to the development, like we have the modernization plan, how it proved to be unsuccessful. You can read about the beaching reports, the beaching cuts, how different branch lines in the UK were removed, the services were removed, and how the later period, the privatization and introduction of the different intercity express helped revive the railways in Great Britain. So anyone who has a taste for history will definitely love this book, and it is a highly detailed book. So yes, The British Rail by Christian Walmar. And for people living in India, it is available in Amazon. So you can see here I have started to make notes. So it has all the dates, historical accounts, and the English is fantastic. Anyone who loves to read modern English, the wording is simple, but you can understand how well the literary skills are. So yes, you will thoroughly enjoy this book. Next in line is another fantastic work by Tony Atkins, The Great Western Railway Goods Train Working from Development to Guard Duties. This is a 2-volume book. So this is volume 1. After I finish this, I'll be ordering volume 2. This is completely dealing with the Great Western Railway, one of the most famous, one of the big 4 companies. So here you can see this book is full of fantastic pictures, and I'll show you the contents here. So it starts with the background to goods trains, the head codes, everything you need to model the coaches and the wagons from the Great Western Railway era. And you can see how different procedures worked out. It deals with different kinds of wagons, the private owned wagons, the 19th century goods trains, how the wagons and the couplings worked, the different guard duties. So yes, this book is really, really good, with a lot of beautiful pictures. And for example, if you ever wondered how to model the headlights and the head markers, here you have it. And if you remember in my last video, I had showed how I had chosen to fix the local lamps. So here it is, with everything available. So fantastic, very fantastic book here. So here it deals with the different couplings. So the instanter coupling, and yes, you can see how beautifully this photo is for your model railways. This is how the marshal duty people used to hook the three-link chain couplings to the different wagons. And you've got a wonderful map here. So if you're interested in the volume 2, the volume 2 has these special goods. For example, if you want to know about the banana vans, how they carried bananas, so you'll find it in volume 2. So let us put this away now. Meanwhile, let's look at our beautiful train here, the Class 37. It's happily pulling its coaches, Mark 1 coaches here. Let's continue with our discussion. The next coming up is another coffee table book here. This is a second-hand book. I ordered it from Amazon again. If you're interested in how the diesel locomotive and the electric locomotive works, it's a very simplified way with beautiful pictures. And so some of the examples here. If you ever wondered what was inside your model, the real one. So how the torque converter works in a diesel hydraulic locomotive. It's kind of the TC in your car. It's a fantastic little book. This shows us how the turbocharger works. Very, very interesting read here. So this section is about the electrical locomotive. Let's look at this blow up diagram here. It's a really pretty book, but it's out of print, so you need to search for it. The next one coming up in line is another one from Christian Walmar, The Iron Road, an illustrated history of the railroad. Now this book covers the entire world, the railways across the world. And yes, being an Indian, the first section I was very curious about was to check if we had something for India. So yes, page 248 here. Another marvelous book. So here you can see the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway here. A fantastic work by Christian Walmar. In one book you can read about how the railways developed across the world. So how the British people, how the railway spread across the Indian subcontinent. So one book summarizes most of the things. Some technical, but most historical. Fantastic read. Let's look at those pictures. It's amazing. So yes, the Iron Road by Christian Roma. The next one is a big one, so I need to move my camera. So the Darlington Display Smithsonian Train Encyclopedia. So let's get ready. This is a big one. And yes, really, really colorful one too. And look what I've got here. The famous Darjeeling Himalayan Railways, the saddle tank. Oh my, beautiful pictures. Really, really beautiful. So let's see the contents here. So we start off with the early rail revolution, 1800, the early 19th century, the Iron Horse, how the first rail ran in the Liverpool-Manchester Railway, locomotion number one, and how Britain and the US, how the steam locomotive developed. And then we go to the golden era of British Railways and my favorite Great Western Railway here. Let's take a look, page 100. Yes, this is the auto coach, the early push-pull units. And here we see the Great Western Railway logo. Beautiful book. Going forward in the contents. So here we have the war, steam locomotives that were used during the World War. Then slowly we go towards the 20th century, the development of electric railways, the high-speed trains, and some part of the technical here, how tracks work, how signals work. So how the technical part is at the end of the book. Let's take a quick glance here. Yes, how steam locomotive works in just one page. Really fantastic read. Highly recommended. So here it is, the Darlington Display Smithsonian Train Visual Dictionary. Next one is a very cute book which I found in the Indian Railway Museum in New Delhi. It's called The Story of the Indian Alco Locomotives. Most of you are familiar with the company Alco from the US, how India was held by Alco to get its first diesel locomotive called the WDM-1. Most of the content is always from our fan club IRFCA. So yes, a nice coffee table book with some images and how the WDM2 developed in our country. Next one is a different one. It's the Indian Railway Atlas. If you love trains, love traveling in trains, you will love to have this atlas. So yeah, it has all the details of different small sidings and the branch lines and everything. So this is the Indian Railway Atlas. The last one is everyone's favorite, Thomas the Tank Engine. The entire collection. I'm sure everyone has 5 minutes to read one story at least every day. If you love trains, you love Thomas. So I hope you enjoy this video, and as I keep purchasing books and adding to my collection, I will make these videos for you. Thanks for watching. Signing off.